Hi friends, Larissa here, Happiness Archaeologist. Since I've been asked to give a talk at church this week, I thought I would make a video to help those who might have to prepare one themselves someday. I know a lot of people get up there and talk about being nervous to give their speech and their trepidation in preparing it. And I want to share the techniques that I use when I'm preparing. I get really excited, first of all, that I'm being asked to speak, as I love those opportunities. I certainly pray and believe that I will be given inspiration as to what I should be saying. I find I start having the ideas in abundance and I put them in notes on my phone to make sure I can keep track of them. And then I start attaching the stories to them that the notes give me inspiration for. Today I practiced with my Toastmasters club giving the speech. Actually, yesterday I tried sort of doing a practice run, seeing which stories got laughs, which seemed to make sense, getting feedback round robin style to find out which stories resonated with people, which they understood. And that's a Toastmaster group, so it's not even the church group where they kind of know where you're coming from with those stories, but got some positive feedback. Someone said they always like to hear how people handle faith topics or religious topics, and they were pleased that it was, all my own experience, not trying to kind of convince anyone of anything, but just sharing my own thoughts. Someone said that they could really see the passion and the love for the faith, and that was nice to see for them. So pray and believe. I believe that the ideas will come. They do. And then it's practicing and sorting through them to see which ones seem to work the best. If anything, someone pointed out that I tend to have a lot of information and I feel like I need to share it all. I can save that for future talks. And this was actually a 10 to 15 minute talk, which is 2 to 3 times as large as most Toastmasters talks. Thankfully, I was given the opportunity. But in addition to praying and believing that the ideas will come and writing down notes, it's always helpful to read scriptures and listen to talks based on the topic that you're given. I was given faith this week, so I was given one talk to look at, and then it just so happened the talk after that in the sort of audio app happened to also be something I've listened to it probably 5 or 6 times, and somehow the last time I listened to it I heard something that I didn't notice the other times, and that made it into the talk. It was very helpful. So listening to those talks, and then sometimes if they quote scripture, going to those scriptures, or for me, I'm just reading or listening to scriptures this week really kind of intently and fervently, and certain things just pop out to me. I believe that God will help show me that which is extra relevant to be potentially used for the talk or just to inspire me. And before I know it, I've got content enough for 2 or 3 talks. So then it's just whittling it down and figuring out what's the most important to say. And for myself, remembering to say it slowly enough. Take out extra words, like, and so. Put enough pauses in. And just trust that it will happen the way it's meant to happen. Hopefully these are helpful next time you have to make a talk and write a talk, prepare a talk. So just to review, pray for God's help in preparing your talk for church. Believe that you will get the content you need. Study, rehearse, practice if you can. Listen or read talks and scriptures and just find what comes to the forefront for you. And then whittle it down as you need to. So, good luck when you have to prepare your talks. And see you in church. Have a great week.